guys have here impressed me a lot. People dancing all the time. Everywhere we go, people is receiving us with a huge smile in the face, and people touch, people talk, and people hug. So this is different.
Hello everyone, welcome to In Xinjiang, telling you the most truth about Xinjiang from Expect Eyes. Today we're having a friend from Brazil, and let's hear about his thoughts about Xinjiang for this couple of days.
Hey guys, I'm Lipe Camanzano from Brazil, as she says, and then thank you very much for having me today. I'm content creator, and then I'm tech travel expert in Brazil. I do consulting for many countries all over the world. And then I'm here to see Xinjiang for the first time, and I'm very impressed with this province and with these people and with this culture. I would like very much to talk about that.
Before you came to Xinjiang, what did you picture it?
I thought Xinjiang was something very remote and something very different than the rest of the China. And I had no idea, because I've been to other parts of China, the big cities like Shanghai, Beijing, Hangzhou. And then Xinjiang for me, it's a good surprise actually. I've been surprised with the culture, with the mixed ethnic cultural environment you guys have here. I think that you guys are very much connected with this diversity of ethnical cultural stuff you have here, and then that reflects on the food, that reflects in the people, that reflects in the whole area. I felt connectivity, I felt infrastructure, diversity, and then surprises me a lot. So I'm really impressed about Xinjiang so far.
You mentioned infrastructure or facilities here in Xinjiang.
Yeah, that's something very different, because in Brazil we have a lot of rural destinations, and then I was watching with that perspective, and then I noticed that you have like Xinjiang grew in terms of technological perspective for rural areas, but you didn't lose the rural style, because in many countries of the world the rural areas were super transformed, and then you don't see the rural anymore. So here you see that.
Well, what kind of places have you visited so far here in Xinjiang?
We visited Urumqi, right? Dashen, Enmin, Yumi. Now we are here at Alashankou. So far, all of those places I've been visited. And then Urumqi, I loved it. It's like a big city, and the other small cities, they are so special.
Couple of days, you've experienced a lot. What impressed you the most?
Well, the happiness. The happiness you guys have here impressed me a lot. People dancing all the time. Everywhere we go, people is receiving us with a huge smile in the face, and people touch, people talk, and people hug. So this is different. I'm seeing here, and so I'm very happy, because Brazilians in general, we're very warm people. We like to talk and to laugh and to dance together. I felt this here, especially yesterday when we had that dinner at Emin in the restaurant. That was unforgettable. That was very good.
Actually, Brazil just granted a visa-free entry policy for Chinese citizens. I think that will start on May 11, which means that China and Brazil just has now become a true two-way visa waiver. What does that actually mean to Xinjiang when it comes to attracting Brazilian visitors?
I think that's a huge victory for both countries. Brazilians are coming more and more to China, and I think this place speaks a lot with Brazilian public, because here you have the full 4 stations of the year. So you have snow, you have autumn, you have spring, you have summer. Traveling is not about destinations, about experience. People is looking more and more for good experiences and for new experiences, because in this moment all destinations are packed of travelers, or they're risky for many of them to go. So they want to go to safe places. So this is a very safe place. They want to have experiences that surprise them. 50% of the experience of a traveler in my concept is food, and the other 50% is how people is treated. in that destinations. You have attractions to deliver, you have like wineries to deliver, museums and parks. So once they have all of that with this structure and they feel warmed and embraced by the people from Xinjiang, and they will connect because they will see this is the very different experience in China.
You have a lot of followers online, and I've seen you post a lot of videos and photos online about Xinjiang. So how do your followers react to those videos about Xinjiang?
Very well. They're so surprised. When we went to that Mongol tent, they said, wow, that's China. I said, yeah, it is China. And that people smiling with you guys. We never imagined that this kind of environment is in China. And then they dancing the day before and then they said the day after. So they said, oh, it is very happy there, right? I said, yeah, because people think China is cold. I said, no, it's not. People think China is only about technology, only about future, because that's what they've seen on television and on social media so far. So when we bring this new environment for them, showing that this is the real China, they are impressed. So the comments are like hundreds and hundreds of, wow, I want to know this place.
How do you think of the Xinjiang's biggest advantage in tourism?
Mixed cultures for me is the future of traveling. Brazil, for example, we are a very mixed country. Everywhere you go, we're very mixed. So I didn't see that in other places in China. When you come here, you see ethnic groups, and then you see the respect for them. For example, in that museum of the accordion, and people were talking about this, and they were talking about that. In the music, they're talking about we are strong together because we share our experiences. We're bringing new things for this region, and then it enriches a lot the local culture. I'm coming from a country which is very mixed culturally. When I see this, I like it because I think people like it.
How will you conclude your trip here in Xinjiang? Just in one sentence or just several words?
Well, I think one word is difficult because one word I would describe like happiness. I felt and I feel a lot of happiness here with you guys. So I feel home. I like the quietness, I like the infrastructure, I like the history, and I like the way that you guys handle people. That's very important.
Thank you very much for joining us today, and hope you can visit Xinjiang again in the very near future.